Welcome, everybody, to our new podcast, Who Runs the NFC East, where four co-hosts who have been going back and forth with competitive trash talk for over 25 years. We will break down our team's games against each team we play to have an analytic opinion from the perspective of a fan. And our thoughts moving forward, mixed in with a little trash talk we all know so very well between fans. Welcome to Who Runs the NFC East with our co-hosts, Tykaris Bunch,
What up,
Stanley Autry, Tracy Monroe, aka Peasy Head the Flash, myself, Yusef Pridgeon, and our special guest, Sham, the Eagles fan. And
Go Birds.
The Eagles.
and we have a special guest, another
What?
guy,
God, another
We have
Cowboys fan.
Montreal
Why is
Foley.
this like this?
Don't mouth.
the third
What?
cowboy on this podcast, drops in to say hello. What up, my guy?
Not much.
What up, Trail?
Yeah,
Why does the worst team in the division deserve so many co-hosts?
because they got to speak up on behalf of Jerry.
A lot to complain about.
Oh man. I just
To Who Runs the NFC East. We just, again, week 9 going into week 10. It was a special week. Commanders won.
I can't with Mr. Peasy.
Eagles won. And Dallas lost. And the Giants lost. So, therefore, it was a great week. As you can tell, some fans are not as, happy as others. So you can check the smiles on the screen. Just look at them. It just looks different. But again, we would like to talk about our teams as far as what do we like about it? What do you think they can do better? What we can do going forward? So this week we're going to start with the Eagles because they won. And
Yeah.
Sam.
Ladies first.
Yes, ladies first. There you go. So
Listen, I never have anything positive to say about the Eagles, but I'm gonna start with the positives that we won. Because at 22-0, I had this feeling in my spirit that something was going to change and that the comeback was going to happen. I was not wrong. I said it to my friend sitting next to you. I said, "Here comes the comeback." So a win is a win, right? We celebrate wins. However, I had a few issues along the way. I don't know why Nick Sirianni chose to go for 2 after every touchdown. We were 0 for 3 on 2-point conversions during that game. Why we didn't go for the extra point, I'm not sure. Jake Elliott did make a field goal earlier in the game. I think it was around 40 yards or something like that. But then he brought him in later in the game for a 56-yarder, and he missed it because the foul was ice cold. He didn't kick any extra points the entire game until the fourth quarter when they brought him in for a field goal, and he was cold. And we know he can make a 56-yarder. Hell, he had a 61-yarder against the Giants during our Super Bowl season, so we know he can kick that far. That was one of my issues. And then in the fourth quarter, somehow Trevor Lawrence started Brett Favreing it and just started tearing up and eating up our defensive backs, which you all know I've said on this show. I am not convinced that Vic Fangio is the defensive coordinator that we need. Excuse me. So when they started slicing up our secondary, I was like, okay, this is everything that I said it was going to be. But a crucial interception at the end of that game saved us. So now let's talk about the fun stuff. Everybody's talking about the Saquon Barkley butt hurdle. It was a great play. It was number 1 on the top 10 on SportsCenter this week. Actually, we had 3
It should
on
be.
the top 10.
Yeah,
We had 3.
It reminded me of when Zeke did that against y'all for safety or whatever. But that was a good play.
Oh, that's cute.
okay.
So we did have 3 top 10 plays. We had the Dotson catch, which was a one-handed catch. It was awesome. We also had the
Oh, he did
Devontae
something?
Smith catch.
He finally did something for you guys? Good.
Well, actually, AJ Brown went out He got hurt,
Yeah.
so they brought
Yeah.
so they brought him in. It was the Devontae Smith catch was in the end zone, which was fantastic.
Yeah,
And
that
then
was
of
crazy.
course
I
it
did
was
see
the
that.
Saquon Barkley butt hurdle, as I affectionately call it.
Oh, don't forget the spin move. That spin move was crazy
Oh,
too. That was a
the
part
hezzy-
of that was a setup.
The
You know what I
hezzy,
mean?
the
That was a setup.
spin, the butt hurdle. Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I was looking at the ESPN, and they was talking about how they think that should be the Emmy, that should be the play of the year.
The SB.
Yeah, the ESPY, the play of the year
I don't
type
know
of play.
about
So I
that.
was like, okay, I mean, that's
Yeah.
something that nobody's ever done.
We'll
Now, if
say
he'd have
so-
got like some
so
extra
far.
yards, if he'd have scored a touchdown off of that, that'd been the best play known to man.
Yeah, the
I
SB
think
still
that's
belongs
why-
to the Hail Mary, but you know,
Yeah,
I think that's
I
why
digress.
the
Yeah.
Devontae Smith
Yeah,
catch in the
yeah,
end
yes.
zone was more important
it was more impactful.
because
I'll
that's
give it. Yes.
that's the play
Cards
that
and
sealed the
Montreal.
game for us.
Yeah, it was.
Our lights out on the Steelers is our best play of the year.
We don't care about y'all best plays yet. We still
Wait,
talking
wait,
about
hold
your
on.
team.
The Eagles have the floor, sir. What are we doing here?
It's always about y'all.
The Eagles.
Just can't let me have a moment.
You know what I'm saying? The first time the Cardinals allowed her to have the floor.
Chimed in.
Literally, Takaris has been quiet.
You know
So
what I mean?
this is
'Cause he know he's gonna have his chance. He's gonna have it, but he just
I'm
passed
impressed.
it over to Peasy.
let it be known that y'all aren't even wearing any Nelia. I do believe Montreal's wearing a hat though.
he wearing a
Is
Giants
that
hat.
come on?
He's a Blue Jay. He done went straight to baseball. This
You
is
wearing a
crazy.
USA soccer shirt?
I
Like,
am
what
wearing
the heck?
Dallas. I'm wearing the Dallas Mavericks.
Oh, that don't
They-
count.
they
I
are,
went
look,
on
do
to
you-
basketball.
Do you
They're
imagine?
not
do
in the
you see
NFC
this?
East.
Do you
This
see
is
this? They are
horrible.
so distraught that they have a
In the
basketball
NBA West.
jersey on. They got a soccer jersey on, and they in baseball. They in 3 different sports.
Oh, that
And
is
I walk-
MLB.
and
I see
always
the
represent
logo.
with the helmet.
Hey, being that
Is
it's
that
election,
a Dodgers hat?
being that it's election,
Blue Jays.
I'm
It's a Blue
all
Jays,
right.
Toronto.
representing
Toronto
USA.
Blue Jays.
Man, y'all are sorry.
They
It
are
ain't,
hurt.
it ain't their fault though. Jerry
I
kind of
don't
put
care
them.
how bad my team playing. I will never not like that's y'all sorry.
Jerry put them in a tough position. So
Yeah,
Sam, I am wearing Dallas gear. I am wearing the Dallas Mavericks. The
Well, at
Dallas
least you got the
Mavericks.
helmet.
No.
At least you got the helmet there.
And I
Yeah,
have the helmet.
yeah, he has a
I'm
very
wearing USA.
But I'm going to
We are.
concede the floor now because I feel like I've said enough about my team.
We are America's team, so that's
how
all.
Okay.
did
So-
America's team do against those Atlanta
Oh,
Falcons?
just good segue.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
yeah,
perfect.
so talk about the game as far as like, of
What did
course
you
you don't
see?
know why. Yeah, what did you see that you think that should have been done?
I heard y'all
Better.
got a big trade today. A nice wide receiver out of the Carolina Panthers that
Hey, listen.
a big
Here's the
splash.
thing, right?
Just put sugar
what-
on doo doo.
what we're not gonna
Big
Man.
splash.
This what we're not gonna do. We're not gonna pick on my squad because my squad is doing what your squad has been doing forever.
You both been doing it forever.
So,
What are you saying?
No.
No.
Cut
No.
that out, Sham.
Listen.
You've been victims by hand of
You all know,
that guy
without a
every
shadow of a
time.
doubt, y'all have always been our footstool. Now, even though y'all won a Super Bowl, even though y'all have won, y'all won 3 Super Bowls sometime or another.
Yeah.
Y'all know y'all our footstool. The Giants, at least, they did their thing when they had Eli, but once again, they're our footstool. We have always been in the know since the 90s. So just because y'all got some new car smell, I'm going to let y'all have y'all car smell.
You ain't got no
But
choice.
At the end of the day, y'all ain't going to win no Super Bowl.
Neither are y'all.
Listen.
So,
We're not talking about Super Bowl.
How
We're
about
talking
the
about
game?
game.
How
I'm
about
talking
the game?
about the game.
Week 9? How
Have
did
y'all
that?
fun. Now,
No.
when it comes to the game,
Nobody in the NFC East is going to win a Super Bowl this year, as far as I'm
Right.
concerned. So you're saying
Okay.
stuff that everybody feels like they already
Yeah,
know.
we just
okay,
want to talk
we
about
at least
week
being
9.
contingent. We at least can see the light. But
Mm.
neither here nor there. Against the Atlanta Falcons, the things that needs to change. Mike McCarthy's offense needs to go to the trash.
Mm.
It's ridiculous. He got wide receivers bunched up against each other. There's no spread out. Jokers can't get open and save their life.
None.
We ain't got nobody but CeeDee Lamb that can run routes and actually get open. Dak trying to force CeeDee Lamb the ball. 3rd down and you're gonna do a reverse. Everybody and their mama was waiting on the reverse. Woohoo! We finally run the reverse. We do it every game. No Ezekiel Elliott because of y'all say he tardy, he late and this and that. I don't blame Zeke. I'd be mad too. You're gonna bring me back and then you ain't even gonna barely give me the rock. You're gonna
You're
share
right.
carries with Rico
Yeah,
Dowdle.
that healthy scratch was peculiar.
Yeah, I mean Rico Dowdle is decent. Don't get me wrong, but him no Ezekiel Elliott. If y'all at least give Ezekiel Elliott the ball, Ezekiel Elliott was doing decent last week, and then they took the air out of him. I'd be mad too all week long. I'd be late not coming in too. What you need me here for? You know. So, and then to make matters worse, we're gonna trade for Mingo. That's what we gonna do.
Let's go,
listen, man.
Mingo.
Hey, listen,
Jonathan
man.
Mingo.
I feel very stupid because I've been a champion for us to start a podcast for I don't know how many years, right? And look at this. Look what God did. He gave
Right.
the
Right
Cowboys
when we
the worst
decided to
team
get together, we had
Right.
the worst season of our lives.
And look,
Of
we've been
our
talking about it for how long?
But
We've been talking about it for how long?
here's the deal, right? I'm broken. I'm bended. I'm tore up. I'm on my knees. But I ain't gave up.
bended
Now this season is over. But like I told y'all, this season over.
It is.
But like I told y'all, Coach Prime, come on, man. Come on, man.
I don't
So,
think that's what y'all need.
Trey,
so-
what you
Come
think
on,
about
man.
Coach Prime?
Coach Prime.
Yeah, he's
He thinks
He's-
that's going to be the savior of the Gals
Yeah, he
Cowboys.
think that
Takaris
bringing-
He says that. He says that every week.
Dallas is going to make the difference of everything.
Nah.
Who gonna be then, Trey? Who's gonna be?
I,
Make me think.
honestly, I think we find where we at. If we're going to talk about the game, let's just talk about missed opportunities. CeeDee Lamb dropped the touchdown in the end zone.
He
Devontae
was hurt.
Turpin dropped 2 balls. That got hurt on a complete pass.
He threw his hamstring out. How does that happen?
Yeah, it was odd, but it happens. We're playing with 1/3 of our defense. So, like, if you look at it, and we talking real football, you're missing both your ends. You're missing 2 of their backups. You're missing your starting Pro Bowl corner. His backup just came back. So we're missing a lot, but we're losing by 6. We're losing by 4. You know,
So you're just not at full strength, is what you're saying.
exactly. I mean, a lot of people always say,
We're not even at 50% strength.
a lot of people always say next man up, but I never believed in that. They're starters for a reason. People are starters for a reason. Your backup is not better than you. Normally, in most cases.
No, but you don't think they should at least suffice?
No,
Just keep it level?
No, they're supposed to hold it down for a little while until you get
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
back. Just to hold it up for a little bit.
They're supposed to do
Just
their
keep it
best.
steady.
They're supposed to do their best because they have to fill the position. So just think about it, right? I'm gonna put it in perspective real quick. So right now, quarterbacks got 5 to 7 seconds to hold the ball and throw it. When Michael Parsons and D-Law playing, they got 3 seconds. So you can't sit back there and throw it 15 yards. You can't throw it 25 yards. A lot of teams that play us are forced to throw slants, quick outs, and stuff like that to try to win against us. Now they got the whole playbook to run. We missing, and then when Bland and Diggs are out there, when you force to make quick throws, you're making bad throws. Now they intercepting bad balls. You know what I'm saying? They real good bad ball corners. So I mean, just to put in perspective, we're not playing our ball because we don't have players to play it. We don't have our players to play it. But you know what I'm saying? We are losing, and I expected us to lose, but I expected us to at least sneak like 2 of these wins in, and they're just not coming.
Yeah.
Because there was one play that I saw. I don't even know what Diggs was doing. I thought he was, would have done better at the angle that he took, that wide open play that Kirk Cousins threw when he bit.
He didn't even know where to line up.
Right? No, but
He
I'm
came in looking.
yeah.
odd.
Well, he came in when the play started. He ran down and he got picked, and then all of a sudden the other guy did a wheel route and ran out, and he was wide open. And then, as opposed to taking the angle on the outside, he could have just ran with him, and then he would have been covered. But he went in the opposite direction, took the wrong angle, and there you go. And I was just like, oh,
But
okay.
hasn't he only played like 2 or 3 games though?
Who,
like-
Diggs?
Yeah, was he been there all season? Wasn't he injured?
Yeah, he played every
He been
game
there
this
for a
year.
minute.
No, he
Yeah.
played.
Yeah,
He
he's
came
been
back
there.
at the beginning of the
Really?
season.
Yeah.
Wow,
That's,
I have not.
That's why I was surprised at the angle that he took, because he's supposed to have been like that guy. You know what I mean? As far as like knowing that, so I thought it was like
Yeah,
it was
If
just an
you
awkward
watch-
play for him.
If
I've
you
always
watch
said he was the
gameplay-
better Diggs, but I guess not.
If you watch gameplay and you watch Diggs, you can tell he's not 100%. No matter what they say, He's not 100%. He's not running the same. He's not covering the same. He can still cover, but he's not 100%.
Is 100% as in
I
what?
don't
Physically or mentally?
But you not being 100% physically makes you not 100% mentally. You know your limitations when you hurt. You know you can't make this step or it's gonna mess it up. You can't take. There's certain things you know about yourself when you're hurt that you can't even try. He's not 100%. He won't be if he's not 100% on one. He's not gonna be 100% on the other.
I hope you're right. I like Diggs a lot, but I also know he got his money. And sometimes, like we talked about last week, things can change once you get your money. And the way you play the game can change once you get your money.
You say so?
Yeah.
But he has a
Have we ever have we ever changed our
he
game
has
play
a
based
tear
on
in his
anything?
calf though.
Who? Cowboys?
No, I'm talking about us as players. We don't
I'm
think
talking about
that when
now.
we playing.
No. That's because back then the money wasn't so big. The money's so big now, they're not hungry like that no more. Like we was talking about basketball earlier, me and Sham, and when we was talking about what's your boy name, Sham? We was talking about Joel Embiid.
Oh, Joel
It's like
Embiid, that pansy.
once you get a certain amount of money,
He's
their
awful.
hunger can't be the same because the
So the
guys
amount
that
of
was
hunger
playing,
is gone?
the guys that was playing before was playing for crumbs, but they still running hills and still running out here at the old high school bleachers and everything else to get ready. These guys,
Right.
they don't have that. They don't have that love for the game just to be like, yo, you can pay. Yeah, you can pay me
The
for
insurance
cereal.
wise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these guys was working
Unfortunately, it's like that with every industry, even in rap.
right now
I
because the
mean,
money's so big.
listen to Eminem when he first came out, and listen to him now.
The money changed
No,
everything.
Money changes
he
things.
complacent.
I don't know now.
I mean, he comes with it every once in a while, but
Wu-Tang still putting out that hot fire. You know
no,
what I'm talking
Wu-Tang.
about?
Wu-Tang-
Wu-Tang
Yeah.
is definitely the worst example.
Wu-Tang ain't getting that
shout out
same
to
check
Wu.
like Drake and them getting. Like the check is different.
That's
now.
man, the only one that's still excelling and still out there hip hop wise. The other ones
Yeah.
might do some underground cipher, but
Nah, they do appearances in commercials.
He would
They
say,
doing
he would
they
say-
doing their thing.
right.
Don't
he would
lowball
say,
them.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's what he would say.
he doing his thing, but they doing their appearances in commercials.
Shout out to
They
him.
had a couple Tommy Hilfiger things. Everybody's doing their thing on the low, but we all
well,
we know.
what I'm saying is they originally are rappers, and you're making your money. You're not so much focused on rap. You focus on making your money and your
Just
celebrity.
But like what Trail said, like in the beginning, you got into it for the love of it,
Mhm.
and not
Right.
necessarily the
Right.
money. The money is something that comes with it later, but you never was thinking about the money. Now it's a money grab from the time you start picking up the ball. Like they out here scouting kids that's in little league and just thinking like, all right, what can we do now? NIL, like we know, NIL is crazy. You give us that kind of NIL money in college, like 8.5 million, and you ain't even 22, 23 yet.
Montreal would have had 3 bikes.
Yeah.
He would have had more than that.
He had
Yeah,
3
you would
bikes,
have.
a Corvette, and a
I
penthouse.
could only imagine the NIL deal
Look,
with
and
Trail.
it's crazy because you saw Shador. Shador already negotiating. He was like, if I get 8 figures, I may stay in Colorado next year. That's negotiation. He letting you know if I'm at 8.5, you give me 10 or more, I'll play another year in Colorado and watch. That kind of resources they got in their boosters, their alumni, they got to find the money and he'll stay. The rest of us thinking, you'll try to get to the league. You playing so well, this is a good season for you. Use this to be a top 5, top 10 pick. He like, why? If I can get 10 million to stay in college,
Yeah, I mean that lessens
do it.
that lessens the hunger a little bit because beforehand you didn't get paid while you was in college. So the whole thing was to get to the league so you can get paid. But at least play, it can be in a professional and get paid at the same time. But now they've lessened the blow because I knew y'all all my life. So I knew college students, or especially athletes, didn't get paid nothing.
Pell Grant,
You know what I
baby.
mean?
Pell
He didn't
Grant.
get nothing.
Not the
He had to
Pell.
find special
Not
ways.
that $1,500.
You know what I mean?
Trying to get the full 15, Shan. Every
Man,
semester.
what?
Like, can I get the Pell?
Also,
Why my
he said
Pell Grant late?
that marriage and other forceful situations can impact your playing ability.
Yeah, I don't know if Diggs is married though. I think he's still single.
Yeah.
Now I'm talking about Dakota Rain.
Come on, Dak.
Oh,
That
Dakota.
hamstring, you know.
Going back to Trayvon,
because
Jerry
Patrick
Jones
Mahomes
did
playing
say
lights out.
last week that Trayvon Diggs has a tear in his calf. So, and he played anyway. So
Yeah, he got a tear. He got a tear in his calf. But
So,
don't play
that's
then,
probably
bro.
that's probably what
Don't
you
play
said.
then.
Yeah,
Don't
okay.
play then.
You said that came
Right.
from Jerry though.
Came from Jerry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to hear the doctor tell me that don't work for Jerry. 'Cause Jerry, I can't
No,
trust
he
you right now.
he
Jerry
he
word
legitimately
ain't
has
no
a
good for you.
Trayvon is injured. He has a tear in his calf.
no,
We
he
don't. It's the
legitimately
same
he
man that
legitimately
said
has
we
a
don't
tear
An
in
have.
his
8-inch
He
tear.
calf.
said we don't have enough money in the budget for Derrick Henry. That's the
8-inch tear.
same
I
man.
see what you did there.
That's the same. We don't have enough money to pay Derrick Henry $8 million
Well,
or
he would have
$6
if he
million.
paid him at the time he should have paid him.
If he
He
paid
got
him
the
at the
money.
time, he should have
He
paid
got
him.
the money in
Instead
his
of
in
pocket
paying him
February.
today.
a day before the season in September or something, a week or something like that.
Yeah, if he got
So
he got him in the
Jerry
spring.
could pay him right out his pocket today $8 million.
True, but he ain't giving
so
nobody his money.
so we still have another part of the game that we need to speak about because it came out of Dak's mouth. How do you
Okay.
get five guys feel about what he? You can read his lips and clearly see what
He said we
he said
fucking suck.
suck.
Do I
No,
do
he
I
said
need to do I need to win a what is it
that boy.
that boy
good.
good for saying you we fucking suck?
Nah, that was clear. That was very
Yeah,
clear.
that was
Listen,
clear.
the thing about it is they do suck. I
But
mean,
he's the
they
you know
quarterback.
what? I mean, he didn't say
But he's
anything that.
the
He's the
biggest
leader.
It
culprit
would
in
have been
that.
a shocker if he would have said, "Man, we're gonna win next week." That would have been a shocker. No, they suck. You
No,
know they suck.
the funny part is that he can't say that during the press conference because he got to get a PR version of that.
Right.
But that's what they called him in the
Well, he
real. That's
wasn't.
why it kind of like
We
one
weren't
of the
supposed
things.
to see that anyway.
Right.
No,
Exactly.
he
You know
wasn't
what I'm saying?
supposed to say that on the sideline. He could have said it at
We weren't supposed to
halftime.
even
He
know
could
that
have
happened.
said it
in the locker
before
room.
game. He could have said it after the game to his teammates. The fact
Yeah.
that he's on the sideline, he just like, you suck. I'm like, bro, you get paid the most money, almost half the money on this team. You hold half the responsibility for what's happening on
You
this
throw
field.
the interceptions that keep us from winning.
The good
Let
thing
me
he
ask y'all
said
something.
we. So I
Let me ask
mean,
y'all something.
Yeah, he
Let me ask y'all
did.
something.
He wasn't gonna take the onus,
ownership
put the
of it.
onus on himself.
The
Let me ask y'all
interceptions don't
something.
keep us from
Yeah.
winning.
How
Say
else
what, Tara?
how else he supposed to feel about
I
this?
said the interceptions
Oh,
don't
no.
keep us from winning.
true.
That's true.
And
If-
Trail,
if-
you made a
If
great
we would
point.
have
You
got
made a
Derrick
great
Henry,
point.
we would have
as
had
a
a good run
quarterback-
court, took the pressure off of Dak.
As a quarterback, if
You
I
made a
throw an
great point
interception,
talking about defense because we're used to generating a lot of turnovers, right?
yeah,
And that has been obsolete for the most part this season. And then those that could have been turnovers always they bounce back to the other team. So and Dallas and Dak Prescott playing behind No Diddy is not always a great thing. You know what I'm saying? So unless they just come out hot, come out white hot, and just be like lighting the scoreboard up. If we fall behind 10 points at halftime, I'm a little like, unless we got the ball back. But I'm at the point this year where I just want a top 10 draft pick. And if we don't get Coach Prime, I want the running back from Boise State. And if we don't get him,
Y'all not getting him.
God help us. I just don't know what we're going to do. I just don't know.
Well, with Mingo, we do get a fourth round.
Hopefully we're going to trade that fourth round too. Like
With
that could
Mingo.
be they could be the
Sham.
thing. So
Shan, back to y'all. Did you guys pick anybody up in free agency?
They don't need nobody.
Not to
I mean,
not to my
I know,
knowledge.
I'm just checking.
I mean,
Okay.
I was
just
looking
wondering.
at the trades earlier, and I didn't see where we did anything.
They was trying to trade for a
Okay.
coach, but they're gonna wait till the offseason.
Need to trade for a D
They don't
coordinator.
need personnel change. They might need a coaching change. They don't wait for the offseason. I didn't even know that shit.
Not-
Like they went for two that many times?
Three
Four
times.
Three times?
0 for 3. 0 for 3.
Okay, so what we
Sheesh.
may have to do is that since the Commanders played the Giants, we just all have to chip in as far as like giving our perspectives on the Giants. But as far as like how the Commanders played, Stan, what is your thoughts on the game and how they played and what you think that we need to work on? Because I know you know what we need to work on. So how do you feel about it?
It's kind of like what I said since the start of the season. The Commanders is having a very surprising season this season, but as long as that defense is as suspect as they are, there is a ceiling for them because there's going to be a certain time where Jaden just ain't going to be able to carry the team to victory and need to depend on the defense to do more than what they're doing. And the defense to let the Giants kind of move the ball how they did in the second half and basically make Danny Dimes look like he's worth his contract.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to work as we start getting into the meat of our schedule, which is coming up. So, we about to play the Steelers, we play Philly, and then we play Dallas. We're going to get into some games and where you're going to need your defense to step up because you're playing some explosive offenses or potentially some explosive offenses. So we did make a trade today and get Lattimore from New Orleans. I don't know if he knows this defensive scheme that we're running. I don't know how soon he's going to be playing, but it's going to take some time for him to get in the groove. And we got a while before we have a bye week. Hopefully we see some improvement there. Our defensive line didn't get better today because we didn't do anything with that. The linebackers are pretty good, but the back end, them corners is
that's the tail of
that's the Achilles heel. But that's why they addressed that's why they addressed it. So the good thing about Lattimore is that there was a stat that I saw is that on one-on-one play he hasn't allowed a touchdown in like 3 seasons on a man-on-man. So therefore that's a total upgrade just in general, just based off of that stat.
When he's healthy.
Yeah, when he's healthy, of course.
Because guys, I'm gonna tell y'all something. As a Dallas Cowboy guy and used to having Dan Quinn, I'm telling y'all straight up, the corners, unless he got a decent cornerback coach like Al Harris or somebody like that, they gonna suck. The defensive line, the reason why y'all didn't address the decent defensive line is because he just don't do it. Dallas been needing a big man in the middle to eat up blocks for years for the linebackers, and he just doesn't do it. That's just Dan Quinn going to do Dan Quinn stuff.
And I'm glad you said that.
Undersized, fast linebackers, and hope for turnovers.
And I'm glad you said that because this is perfect segue of what I was going to piggyback off of what's to stand. What I noticed in the game is that the Giants tried to technically they exposed something. And I'm thinking that they're going to, because you know how like in football, everybody, once they get tape on you, everybody's going to copycat or somebody's going to try to do something to try to get you. So what the Giants exposed to us is that they was going to run the ball all game. Danny Dimes had like 93 yards all the way up until like the third quarter. They just ran the ball to try to get our defensive tired. And that's when they started making their run. So the whole thing they was knowing, they're trying to expose the fact that we don't have a great run defense that'll stop it. Like, because the first quarter or two, as far as like pass rush, oh, we getting sacks all day. We can get in the backfield. There's people always in the backfield. But running wise, they couldn't stop it. So therefore, they're trying to figure out ways to figure out how they're gonna beat us because we're a surprise to the league. So, but that's a weakness that we have that they're showing to try to show the league to run against us. So that's the only thing that I'm trying to. I hope that they figure that out, that they get better at, and then we'll make the proper decisions, and we might make a run to at least the playoffs. I know we will get there, but that's where I think that where our weakness is our run defense.
That's one of them. The defense just need improvement.
He said that's one of them.
Yeah, the defense just need improvement. They need to get some sense of being nasty at some point, and I just haven't really seen the nasty. They had some lucky plays. I like Louisville. And, of course, I like my linebacker that we got, from the Legion of Boom. But
Wagner?
Yeah, Bobby. But it's like the rest of the cats, they got to get nasty, man. I mean, if they don't want to get nasty, then they put a lot on the offense. And the offense is holding it down. That's who won the game. But at the end of the day, that's only going to get you so far. But like I said, we're ahead of schedule. So Sham said it. I don't expect to win the Super Bowl. Somehow we won it. You surprised me. But it's like, other than that, it's like, it's good to be 7-2 and going into the teeth of the season now.
So what y'all think about as far as like the Giants? Because now we can talk about them as far as like, because they are our opponents. So going forward, how pesky do you think they can be to ruin anything for anybody? Because they're hanging around. They're losing, like they're not getting blown out. They're just not clicking very well. So
they could beat the Panthers.
I hope so. We'll see. Well, I don't know.
That's about it.
We'll see. I might be rooting for Bryce this weekend, but I expect the Giants to win that game. But
I hope they don't sneak up on us.
I mean, you expect New Orleans to beat them, but they didn't.
I hope they do. I hope they do. That will be the great.
This dude
December
wants
2nd,
to tank.
I think
my
sister won that game.
Thanksgiving Day.
Thanksgiving
Day.
No, I'm talking about the Panthers.
Oh no, the Panthers.
The Cowboys play the Panthers, I think, December 2nd or December 14th,
I was
something like
talking
that.
about the Giants.
December
Oh,
10th.
I'm sorry. I got excited about the Cowboys.
Y'all
losing
play
to
the Panthers.
December
Y'all play the
15th.
Panthers this season.
Yeah.
December
15th.
15th.
So y'all will win at least one more game.
Uh-oh.
That's cool.
I mean,
Did
I wouldn't say
out
that
loud? That's what I was thinking. But yeah.
You know
because
what?
Dennis Allen got fired
you
for
know
losing
what?
for the Panthers.
I did
You know
want to say
what?
something about the Redskins, though. I'm sorry.
ahead.
The Commanders.
We'll be back. Go ahead. What you got?
Something I noticed about the Commanders is that
They ain't played nobody.
the two teams they were supposed to lose to, they lost to. So the two teams, which was Baltimore and whoever the other team,
He's saying the same
Tampa
thing
Bay.
you've been saying, TB.
Tampa Bay.
Just hold on, it's coming.
What those two teams presented was DBs that can cover. The other teams that y'all beat, y'all got receivers running wide open,
Yeah.
Whoa,
open.
whoa, whoa!
Yeah.
The Ravens did not have DBs that could cover. They torched that secondary that day.
No,
Yeah, they did. Yeah, the Commanders torched the Ravens secondary.
Drew McLaurin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did. We talked about this.
Yeah, it was an offensive game. It wasn't like it was 14.
Yeah,
to
nah.
7. Like we lost by a touchdown. But it was
Nah.
like
They
30
couldn't
to
hold
31.
the
We just couldn't stop Flowers. That was our
Whoever
problem.
Yeah.
had the ball
Yeah.
last. Whoever had the ball last.
Yeah, it was all offense. No defense nowhere.
yeah. Ravens DBs are not great.
they're not
But-
great. They aren't.
They just ended up having a better. I mean, because we talked about this was like the tale of the two defensive lines. Like it's just Ravens defensive line just ended up.
Yeah, they
holding a
look
little
like
more.
the same team, just in different jerseys.
Yeah.
Well, welcome. Well, hold on. Let's unmute you, my guy.
Stop.
Nate, Nate comes in and drops in to say what's happening. All right, cool. So we was literally just talking about because we didn't know how to address the game. So, here we are.
Dang, y'all do play them.
How you feel?
It's nice to have some
Listen,
balance.
man. I'm not commenting on no Giants games. I told y'all that last time. I'm here so I don't get fined.
Me too.
I feel you.
But hey, Takaris, you the main reason I made sure I came back. No, don't look down. Look
They're
up.
going on the run.
Hey, hold up. And now it's like
Yes, sir.
that hammy, huh?
Mm.
That hammy, huh?
Hey, man. Hey, Nate,
Nobody
listen.
said it. He the first
Hey,
person to
Nate,
say it.
listen. It's like this right here, bro.
And Rush, we trust.
Oh,
What's up? We suck.
No,
Dang.
you fucking suck.
Dang.
Yeah,
that-
fucking
those,
suck.
those were the exact
Hey, look.
words.
We fucking suck.
So,
listen, man. Y'all,
I feel now I know how it feels to be a commander. Redskin. What else they was? Washington.
Football team.
The football team. Now I know how it feel to be all those folks all wrapped up in one. I understand the pain.
Oh,
That's your
it was
comeback.
treacherous. It was treacherous. But that's his comeback. Yeah.
Only difference is
I don't understand
Underwoman.
that.
I'm a little fucked up right now, but better days.
what don't you understand about it, Stand the Man?
Because I'm like, correct me if I'm wrong, we played the game to win it all. And y'all haven't won it all just as long as we haven't won it all. So you should have been feeling this way. Ain't
They
no
just
sense
like
in
to
having
have,
like,
to have a better record. That's
Yeah,
what they
but
just
I
like to
mean-
have a better record.
I mean,
It
you
ain't-
take your victories how you take them, man.
Hey,
Who
Your
is
son
this
is a
wrong?
straight C student. You don't be like, damn, I wish he was an A student. You just be like,
Yeah, you
hey,
do.
my son's the best.
Yeah, you do.
My son's
You
the best
do wish
student.
you was an A student.
You wish you was, but you been a C student, Dad.
No, you don't.
No,
you
you do
don't.
not.
That's
if we
what
run
you
a
do
race,
not.
You
if
tell
we
his
run a
ass
race,
he better study harder.
Man, what?
no, listen. If we're running a race and every time the gun go off, you fall, and I at least go 10 steps, and then finally I fall and you go 10 steps, you's a clown if you gonna turn back around and say, "Ha ha, you fail." Man, you been falling. Y'all been sucking. So
No,
y'all
so
can
you-
pick on us all y'all want to,
You
but
feel
at the
better
end of
because you
the day,
made 9 more steps.
at the
Man,
end
you
of the day,
celebrating mediocrity.
at the
Exactly.
end of the day,
That's right.
at the end of the day, we the only team in the East that got 5 Super Bowls.
I knew you was gonna say that. Is that
Hey,
gonna be
hey.
every episode, bro?
Hey,
Every
That,
episode.
Probably.
that C student is
Every
not going to
episode.
college, but he's going to go in the military or he's going to become a supervisor at some plant and make some of himself.
See, this is mediocrity. Mediocrity.
No,
at its best.
no
y'all
offense.
got five,
Hold
y'all still
up.
not cheering, so
no,
I'll let
no
y'all have
offense
fun.
to no supervisors out there, but nobody that went to the military because of
How do
that
you say it,
comment
Sham?
right there.
How did you say it, Sham? These words are not. Who said that the other week?
Oh, that was
These
me.
are not my.
These are not the opinions and thoughts of
Oh
Shane.
yeah, that. There you go. That.
Listen
NFC
to Cars,
East.
I get it. The 90s was my favorite decade too. I'm still stuck on 90s R&B and hip hop. I get it, but
That's all you could be
I
stuck
had to
on,
let
'cause
it
y'all
go.
won't win no championships.
I had to let it go. I had to let it go.
Damn.
We got one in there.
I understand
We
that. I
won.
understand that you love the 90s. I love the
We told
90s
her.
too.
My thing is,
Yeah, but I wasn't supposed to win none in the 90s. I'm
Y'all
good.
seen one in your lifetime.
what my is this. How in the world the
I
dopest
don't care.
highlight
I was a baby. I seen before.
Oh, he said the dopest highlight. Well, okay.
What'd you
the
say?
dopest highlight come from a former Giant.
Yeah.
The butt
Yeah.
hurdle as
Nate.
Sham trademark
The butt hurdle.
butt hurdle.
And not to mention, didn't he have like a 60-yard touchdown in that game too?
Nah, he ain't had no 60.
He did. It's like a 50 or 40. It was
Yeah,
a long
yeah, like-
break.
yeah.
It was a
Man
long
was everywhere.
one.
He,
It was
he
a long one.
was challenged Barry Sanders, man. You got to give him his props, his flowers, whatever you want to
Yeah.
call it.
Hey, Shan, how much are y'all paying?
They only got him a
I
1 year
don't
deal,
know.
right? One of the
I don't
1 year
know.
deal.
I just was
Oh, it's-
wondering if there was also another running back that Jerry Jones couldn't afford. That's what I was trying to figure out.
He couldn't afford any, according
Well,
to him.
y'all love this. Y'all love to bring us up. See that Trail?
He
Y'all
has
just love to
a
bring us up. Now, Trail, ask him when the last
It's,
good running back they had.
it's a
It was
3-year,
Clinton
37
Portis.
5.
I was just
The
thank
last
you,
good
Yusuf.
running
I was
back
just
they
about to
had.
say that.
When it
Yeah.
Clinton Portis.
Playing
3
Portis.
year, 37 and a half. 26
Yeah.
guaranteed.
But Saquon been dynamic every year. He's been healthy, so
Yeah.
that's not
Yes.
saying nothing.
I always
like,
said the Giants
that's
didn't
not
deserve
taking
him.
nothing from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I counted him out because he got hurt so much.
Like I told you, he would get
How
hurt
y'all
if
gonna
the
count me out because of injury when you carrying the whole franchise over?
exactly the whole entire
I mean,
offense.
I'm
You have other
hindsight is,
offense.
as my mama used to say, hindsight is 2020, bro.
They
But the
franchise
best
No,
count him
that's
out.
that's
The best
that's why I
ability
said
is
I always felt like the
availability.
Giants didn't deserve him because
The
I
best
felt like
ability
he
is
was carrying that
availability,
franchise
and
and they
that
didn't
brother
give him
just
Yeah,
enough.
got
that's true too, coach. Used to always say that. Your best ability is your availability. We need
Yeah.
you here, son.
And that's why I said he was the first great pick and the last great pick that they had in the last like I don't know 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, we've had opportunities again to get great players to surround him so he wouldn't have to carry. And what we go out and do, trash it, stink it up, dumpster juice, like I've been saying. From
Well, i.e. challenge Barry Sanders. Detroit did the Lions did him the same
what
way.
Barry do? Get up out of there.
He got him out of there.
Just-
Yeah, he did.
And Barry quit and got on the plane and didn't even tell them nothing. Barry got on the plane, went to another country.
And allowed Emmitt Smith to take that rushing
Hey, this is
title.
the one
Thank you.
question I have for everybody. Please explain to me this one concept. How in the world is the Colts? They benching Richardson, but the Giants are still playing this bum. Please explain that one concept to me.
Because
They
look,
paid him money.
Shane Steichen said we worry about the future when the future comes. I'm worried about right now. The
they
Giants
paid
ain't
him
on
money.
that. They not thinking that.
To tell you the truth, Danny actually played well. I thought this past game because it's your receivers that were dropping the ball like it was nothing. You had like 6 drops, and he was putting them where he needed to be. That particular game, not like I'm not talking about like overall season wise, but
He played
that
real
particular
good.
game he played well.
He played good against us.
How many yards passing?
I mean, before you dropped in,
He
it was
had
dumb. We had
0
him like,
passing yards, but he did have a passing touchdown somehow
yeah, because we gave up in the
with
fourth
0
quarter.
yards.
That was
no,
that
I'm
was
talking about
garbage
with
yards.
0 yards. He had a touchdown pass.
Oh yeah, he was.
'Cause we had him
I
in
think he
the
started
negative.
off with like 2 for 2. He was like 2 for 2 for like -5 yards at first. Yeah, but then it's like he had like 93 yards in the third quarter. But then like we gave him like that because our defense slacked up. So we gave you a garbage touchdown. But
And I mean, the Giants are paying him, so they want to kind of.
he
that money
played
out of
well. It's just that his surrounding is not
You gotta-
doing well.
Heck, man.
Huh?
Come on, you know how much revenue they are losing by having this dude keep playing? Come on.
Yeah, you tell the owner that he don't care. He gonna get his money out there, man. That's
for
how
sure.
it's gonna work. Yeah.
So I'm thinking, do you think they should get a better surrounding? Do you think they should just get a better surrounding cast now?
They should
or just drop
blow
him
up that
off.
whole entire franchise and start over, man. Blow up.
Keep Dabo.
Yeah.
They kind of blew it up when they got rid of Saquon. That was it.
That was a
They did
start
blow it up when they got rid of Saquon.
Yeah, they blew it
I
up.
mean, they
Wrong
just
players.
teeter-totter.
That's like Golden State trying to blow up their team and stuff. Come on, man. You don't do that. You don't get rid of your best
Can you imagine if the Bulls would have got rid of MJ?
man.
They kind of
Essentially
did.
did.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They kind of did.
Well,
They broke up that dream
Well, the
team.
only
I mean,
time, situations
It
like
really
that
did.
work out is if you get 2 1s, a 2, and I think a 1. I think that's what we got for Herschel Walker back in the day. But that type of trade will never happen again.
No.
And Saquon was that type of player. Derrick Henry was that type of player. But like, it's a lot of talk about us trading Michael Parsons, and you know, that didn't happen, and that was dumb. Ain't nobody gonna trade their best defensive player. But I think it's gonna be hard to be able to play CD, Dak, and Michael Parsons. DeMarcus Lawrence, this is his
I told
last
you,
year.
Michael
He's
Parsons
probably
coming
out.
over.
They're
He's
gonna have
coming
to
over.
restructure Dak's deal.
Yeah, because
not
Jerry
clean
gonna
enough.
say he
They have
can't
to
afford to
restructure Dak's
resign
deal.
him next year. He
Yes.
got 1 year left.
Yes.
Jerry gonna say he can't
they're
afford
gonna
it.
have to.
No.
I'm telling you, he's coming over.
They're
Dan Quinn is his
gonna
favorite
restructure
coach.
Dak
He's
and
coming over.
CD's
Dan Quinn has been his
Darius
only
Lamb
NFL
deal.
coach.
They just restructured that contract.
They did.
They
lowered it?
restructured that
What's
contract to
going to
give CD
happen
his
is
money.
Zach Martin's going to retire. That's going to be money that's going to come back to the
Boy, they
cap.
go retire, blow some in his
Georgia
head.
sucks.
Marcus Lawrence's money is going to be
Zach ain't
gone.
retiring.
Zach retiring.
Zach
Zach
ain't
up
retiring.
Okay. All right.
That young buck like it. That young country buck like it. He ain't going nowhere.
I'm trying to see what because we got because we're getting closer to
I know.
the hour.
It's time for these
So-
predictions because you know
Yeah.
the Eagles and the boys got to play each other. I thought it was going to be in Philly, but it sounds like it's in Dallas.
Yeah, it's in Dallas.
Oh yeah, we gonna win that.
It's in
And
Dallas.
We like playing there.
you know the thing is, hold up.
Shit.
I'm gonna say this because the Cowboys,
Just
y'all
don't
haven't,
say anything, TB. Please.
y'all haven't won a game in Dallas since
Yeah.
last year. So
Last year.
y'all might
Yeah.
win.
Y'all deemed for a win.
Yeah, y'all might
Don't-
win.
Don't say anything, TB, because it's being recorded. They're going to use it against you and laugh next week. I'm telling you.
Here it is.
Go ahead and do it. Hey, do it,
Here
Nate.
is. Y'all
There you
ready?
go.
And look, it's Cooper Rush.
Go ahead,
Cooper
do it,
Rush.
Nate.
Cooper
Hey,
Rush can
Sham.
actually play. Look,
Hey, Sham.
Cooper
Yeah,
can
wasn't
play.
Cooper Rush 4-1 last year when Dak was
Cooper
out or
can
whatever?
play. Cooper got the best
listen.
quarterback.
The Cowboys
Win
not gonna win
percentage for you
again until
guys.
Thanksgiving.
See,
Hey.
Nate, you hear that jab? She gave you a jab. Nate.
I can't say nothing. Usually I could argue it.
Hey,
But
what was that? I missed it. Say it one more time.
Yeah, she didn't. Nate,
She
say it again, Sham.
she said Dallas not gonna win until Thanksgiving
how's that a jab
That's
at Nate?
because that's who they play.
But that ain't no jab. That's
That's who they
I
play.
didn't,
that's
didn't
a
look
hook.
at it as a jab.
That's a right hook.
I'm just joking. It's just
Yeah,
jokes.
yeah, Nate was like, that ain't no joke. She
They
right.
ain't saying
Hey,
that.
look, I
That's just jokes.
misjudged. I was like, that went over my head.
Me too.
Hey,
I
what-
was like, yeah, that
Knock
sounds
y'all
about
the
That's
right.
one
who
you
they
don't
play.
see coming. I see that coming. Like, that's facts.
So you don't have no faith. They're gonna go 0-12 in your. I mean,
They
0-16 in your head.
But then they
Trying to get that
already
first
won
round pick.
twice.
Hey, look, we ain't even doing investigations. Hey, look, we trying to get the highest pick possible.
So, Nate, are y'all gonna beat the Panthers this
It's the
weekend?
toilet bowl game. Of course not.
Y'all gonna go
Yeah.
2-15.
Nah. Let me see.
It's in London.
Nah. I can't.
Oh,
They
see,
get
y'all
you
got-
some bangers
Yeah.
and mash.
The Panthers
I
gonna
got
win
the
it.
Panthers. I got the Panthers winning it up, bro.
God.
Bryce Young
He
gonna win
can't
though.
get comes off his win. He's
What?
fresh off a win.
That was
That'd be
crazy.
Why?
interesting.
Lost Dennis
So-
Allen's job.
And so all the Cowboys, y'all got Philly winning, or y'all got the Cowboys winning?
They don't want. They don't want.
I don't
Cream
know.
cheese,
I got some
cheese
stuff
steaks,
behind
all that
mine.
stuff.
Tell him, Trail, what you got?
I got some stuff behind my pick. I said if Bland and Parsons come back this week,
Parsons coming back.
but we need
Will
Bland to
he
come
be
back
full speed?
as well.
That's an ankle, man. I don't know.
It was a high ankle sprain. It's like a break. It's very close to like being like a break. It's bad.
Hey, what would your coach say? Oh, hell, son.
Spit on it.
Thank you. That's right. Put some spit on it and get back out there. Gee, that's exactly what he'll say.
Hurt
Yeah.
or
Shout
you
out to
injured?
Coach James.
Are you hurt or are you injured?
That's right.
And then I
He
don't
ain't
know
injured.
is CD playing because he went
He's
out hurt.
supposed to. He said he might.
Hey,
He
listen.
should be playing. Little
Hey, listen.
shoulder.
Hey, what was he hurt? What was he hurt with?
Little
His
shoulder.
shoulder.
He was
His
doing a
shoulder.
cabbage patch and
His feelings because he dropped that touchdown.
Hey, Sham.
You think he was
Hey,
faking
Sham.
because he dropped that touchdown?
Yes,
Yes.
That did go through my mind.
hit him right in the hands. He dropped it. Now his mama can't go and say that it's Dak because her son dropped another ball.
Hey,
yeah.
listen.
Some of these family members need to chill out on Twitter talking for their player team. Like I don't
Yeah.
like that at all. Like they do
I
too
need-
much.
I need-
that is
bad.
Too much, man.
She overstepping boundaries. She all in the locker room now. She can't cause that division amongst the players.
She in the locker room.
I'm saying by making that statement.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you was
Yeah,
talking
by
about
making a
like
statement. Yeah.
LeBron's mom and stuff. Like what happened there.
Oh no,
No,
not
they
like
won't win.
LeBron,
No,
man.
no, We don't want to go.
Who predictions?
That's like
a yummy mommy. A yummy mommy.
I
we
want
got left?
sure.
Who predictions we got left?
what happened?
Who predictions we got left?
Just yours.
And Sham, y'all got the Eagles.
I
right,
said it
Sham.
first.
Yeah, she was first.
Trail got the Cowboys, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said he got something on it.
Takari's got Kamala. That's what he focused on.
That's what I'm looking at. I'm
Got them-
sad right now looking at these.
Got them
Not
counties.
me. Go Trump.
Nah, it's too early. It's too early, Sham. It's too early.
It's too early, but it don't feel
It is,
good.
it
to
is
watch.
too early.
It's way
Because
too early.
she just won New York. And
She was going to win New York.
I hate Georgia. I just want y'all to know that.
You gotta look at Georgia. What's up with Georgia?
Georgia done? They already put that stuff in
He already made him the projected winner for Georgia.
for Georgia? Yeah, that's about
Yeah.
right. I've told
Hey,
everybody.
my
yeah,
stuff died.
y'all
My
know they
camera-
only sold
Your
the only
battery
people those
dying?
games in Atlanta.
Yeah, my camera down. Hey, listen,
It's
I'm
all
gonna
good.
choose the Eagles. I don't give a damn no more. Fly Eagles, fly. I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
I don't
You
care.
ain't sp-
I
don't say that.
just said TB. I said cream cheese, Philadelphia cream cheese, cheesesteaks. They
Hey.
gonna win, man.
That's all
Philly
good.
pretzels. Philly pretzels.
We got you.
Oh, they got
That
pretzels
joint
too.
crazy. Takari
Yep.
went out like back in the day when you had that.
Like back in the day on
When
TV,
TV went off,
in the
when
70s
TV
and 80s.
actually went
Feel
off.
like, feel like
Yeah,
national
yeah,
anthem.
Like 2
It's
o'clock in the
station
morning.
here in
National
Fayetteville,
anthem.
North Carolina.
Right.
Hey, I'm out, man. I catch y'all Sunday. Damn y'all. Damn y'all.
And then had an Indian looking like the Redskin Indian.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna play the national anthem when your drink go out like that on the
Yeah,
edit.
I'm
Watch.
like, that's crazy.
Good idea, Yusef.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it.
Please,
Jerry turned his
not fly,
screen
Eagles
off.
fly. Please do not.
She said, Jay.
For sure. Okay, so now we are the last 10 minutes. So now we are at the
still
point
got
of
10?
we still got 10. So now we're at the part of who runs the NFC East when we talk about NFL
You
as
didn't
a
make
whole.
your prediction though. You ain't say nothing about.
Oh, I did.
Washington.
You
Yeah,
didn't.
you're right. I didn't. It wasn't me. Okay, so we play
The Steelers.
Yeah, we play the Steelers. Play our brothers.
What?
Yeah, that's our brother. It's a little hot to jump away. They're taking the bus. They're taking the bus for this game.
Not your
If
brothers.
if the Steelers do not take the Giants formula and try to run the ball
They're gonna run the ball.
as much as they do, I'm gonna go Commanders by 3. I don't know what the score gonna be, but it's gonna be Commanders by 3.
Y'all get the rush. Y'all in the game.
Yeah, but and I think what's the name might be back. Robinson.
He will be back.
Yeah. So we normally play not so well when he's out, but we always have a more high octane offense when he's in for some reason. I mean,
That's
even
true.
though I like
That's
the Even though I like the running backs that we have, it's just a little bit more when he's in. So
I like the way y'all been using Austin Eckler though. He's been.
oh yeah, for sure.
I'm just glad
They've
he
been
ain't
doing a real good
fumbling
job at that.
and getting too hurt because he always get hurt. But as long as he ain't too hurt,
Yeah, it's a cool deal.
it's a tough
So-
one for me.
Yeah, so with just NFL news just going around, there is a thing that I think I sent you, Stan, with Caleb Williams. There's an interesting predicament that they think that the Bears are always getting into, is that every time that they hire or every time they draft a quarterback, that they fire their head coach that year, and then the second coach comes in and replaces the quarterback. So they did that 3 times in a row. So they did it with Trubisky, they did it with what's
Justin
Yeah,
from
Fields.
Ohio State, Fields. They
Justin
did it
Fields.
with Fields.
Justin
Yeah,
Fields.
yeah. Right. So and now they think that they're going to do the same exact thing with Caleb. So they think that they picked the wrong thing, and then they're going to fire the head coach, and he's going to get another head coach. And what happens is, for some reason, they think that kind of diminishes the development of their rookie quarterbacks. So they think that they're going to go down that path again. So
That's the
does
same
seem
thing that
about
was
right?
happening with the Browns too. If you remember, they were getting a new quarterback and coach every year. But we'll stay on the Bears.
Yeah. So I just thought that was an interesting fact, or well, I guess stat. I guess you would say.
I can see that happening, but I think he could save it if they have a good turnout this weekend. Because coming out of their bye week, people was very high on the Bears. They was talking very high about them coming to Washington and playing. And then once they lost the way they lost, and then went this weekend and really didn't show up. The whole game against Arizona, they ain't show up. They just kicked a bunch of field goals. They had 2 bad games since the bye week, and now everybody ready to throw them in the dumpster. Because otherwise, their division is playing well. Everybody else, Green Bay, Detroit, Minnesota, are busting heads. So I think if Chicago,
Detroit is really busting heads.
yeah, Detroit acting like an animal, but they might be peaking early. As we call it in sports, you blowing your wide early. Like, I don't know if you can keep this up for a whole nother 12 games. It's like, I might want to pull back if you can, but this is how you play. Play hard.
That was. I'm glad you brought that up, because that was about to be my next segue topic, as far as they have Detroit as, of course, the number 1 team in the NFC. I forgot who they have as number 2.
It should be Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota, and then they have us as number 3. So I'm trying to figure out, what do you think the best teams are, or do you agree with that lineup? Because I think Minnesota is a surprise like that, because I never thought that Sam Darnold would be Sam Darnold.
Let me
Be
tell
put in
you
the right
this entire year.
situation.
And one of the reasons why Minnesota is really playing how they playing, because people keep forgetting who's their defensive coordinator. And that dude is
And who
on
was
a
that?
mission. He trying to destroy the NFL on the defensive side of the ball. And I'm happy
And
for
who was
it.
that?
Watch
Who
their
was that?
scheme, bro. They scheme easy. Between
Who was that defensive
shit, I
coordinator?
don't even know.
What's his name, Shan? He used to be the head coach at Miami. And he was the one who said that due to racism.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Due to
they
racism, he
talk
wasn't
about he
able to
might
get another head coach.
They talking about they might Brian Flores.
Yeah,
They
Brian
said
Flores.
that
Gotcha.
boys might be looking to get him for a head coach next year.
Dang, I hope not.
This scheme is crazy.
I like
Yeah,
Brian.
yeah,
And I don't want him to go through
You
that
gotta have
with
a
Jerry.
player talking about it on the pregame when I was watching them. They said he like veteran players because they smarter and they more versatile. The way that a lot of teams set up, they only got guys that can play in one position. If you look at Minnesota, they got like 3 or 4 players that can play linebacker or safety. You know what I mean?
Got a lot
Their
of
range
hybrids.
is crazy. Some of the schemes that he run don't even make sense at all on what they can do.
And I like that they playing for him like that since I don't know if y'all remember, but at the start of the season, some of the former, especially Tua had threw salt on his name. Was talking bad about the man as a coach, like as a person too. Like as a person, you just don't talk to people like that. And it goes back to what Montreal was saying even here. Like when we think about when we played and you had to have that dog in you, coaches did not talk to us nicely. They just didn't. That's not what coaches do. Coaches are going to test that dog, since I ain't going to say man, I ain't going to say one, that dog in you to see if that dog going to come out and bite or that dog gonna tuck his head between his legs and run. That's what we heard. And so at the end of the day, if you're gonna step up to the challenge, you are. They challenging to find that in you. So I understand this is a kinder, gentler generation, and so they
Oh yeah,
want
they're
you to
going to
talk to them.
HR.
Yeah, they want you to talk to them a certain way, and be so kind and encourage you and be your cheerleader. And that's just not. There's some guys, there's some folks that's coaching, and they come from a pedigree where they really want dogs, and they want dogs on both sides of the ball. And if you one of them guys that need that, don't talk bad about him as if he don't care about you. You're his player.
Right.
He trying to get the player person ready for playing football, not someone that's out here just thinking like this is we playing with some type of cotton candy or something. Like we need to really go out here. You could down the field. So you want to play with warriors. That's why either any of my teammates, they on the call right, they on this thing right now. It's like we say we wouldn't trade each other for nothing because there's more than just the wins or losses. Like we would go to battle for each other. Period. Like football, off the field, anything. We see something jump off, it's on just because that's who you seen blood, sweat, and tears you battle with. And that's because of that dog, and you respect that. And I'm sure we had some teammates, if we didn't see the dog in them, we don't think about them as much. There's some teammates I probably don't even remember, and it ain't my fault. It's just because I ain't never see you really come into the fold. We had you for a year, half a year, two. That dog never came out. You ain't get to play. We saw it in practice. It's something in you. It's okay. You weren't meant for the spot. That's fine. But it's like at the end of the day, the people that was there, we know why they was there. Whether they was on the field playing in the actual game or not, they still our brothers to this day because of the simple fact that they stood up to the challenge and they went through everything we went through. And they still got that dog in them, whether the opportunity came for them on that level or not. So that's how it is there, even still in the league. And some people can take it and some people can't. So I'm happy for Brian Flores. His defense is one of the top in the league. He's confusing a lot of offenses. And so I'm glad Washington don't have them on the schedule this regular season because he confusing everybody, even Aaron Rodgers and them. He like, yo, they don't know what to do. So
Yeah.
he getting them.
And that's probably one of the things that I'm enjoying seeing about Washington right now is because the camaraderie that they're having now is like you said, like they're going and battling with their sweat and tears right now. Like when was the last time you seen them having fun or enjoying them playing the game at all in the longest time? Like everybody's normally looking, with their heads down and sad and things of that nature. So just the simple fact that I'm seeing them enjoy playing the game with each other is what I'm liking doing. Because last year, you got Jonathan Allen talking about he tired of this shit, 7 years of this and blah, blah, blah. It's like it just wasn't good. But now it's like when you win, win cures everything.
You even brought out the Samoan cheer dance or whatever it was.
But no, he ain't did the hookah yet. I mean, the haka yet. He ain't did that yet. I'm waiting for that to happen. Yeah, I'm waiting for it. We need.
He hadn't done it again.
We need one more Samoan on the squad, and then they can do the haka, and then I'm all in. I'm really all in after that.
The reality
Waiting for that.
is though, man. Anybody, what I mean, athlete, non-athlete, everybody knows winning. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Think about winning. That's your cure all. You understand what I'm saying? But the thing is, going back to what Stan said, right? It's about the adversity. You're still gonna stand in the fire with me when the blaze is hot. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of these dudes that's making all this money. You know what I mean? Quick to point a finger, quick to try to quote unquote develop leadership. If you trying to develop leadership at that level, you ain't never have it to begin with. You understand what I'm saying? You either got it or you don't. You know what I mean? That's just the harsh reality of it. There are things that will develop maturity. You know what I mean? Things of that nature, but leadership is leadership, and that's the one thing that we learned is how to be young men. You know what I'm saying? I think the thing that separates sugar from shit is the ability to stand in the fire when things going wrong, but still stay true to your values. And that's what I see with losing teams.
Right.
Like I said with the Giants, what are they good at? Nobody can say that. They stand on what they believe in, and they believe in that motto of these are the kind of guys that I want for my system. Like looking at Chicago situation. You keep changing these coaches to try to make a player fit a scheme. That's gonna suck because now that player don't know where to stand at. You know what I'm saying? That player don't know where to stand at. I don't know what to expect from one season to the next. Like unless you nobody that can do it. Michael Jordan can't even do it, and he one of the greatest athletes in the world. You got to have some consistency. You know, he ain't become
Yeah.
the Michael Jordan we know until he had a consistent system around him that he knew for a fact this is what I'm going to expect every single day. That's the way it worked, man.
For sure. So we are at the end of the hour, but since Montreal, you are the first guest, so Nate and Shane have been here for a while. So we would like to give you the last word of the night to see what's your thoughts as far as like NFL, your team, how things are going, what you would like to see. The floor is yours.
Honestly,
Or if you want to pick it back off anything that they said, go for it.
well, let me just start with this. The NFL this year has been a lot of injuries, key injuries that's affecting teams and turning teams from good teams to not good teams. So a lot of teams are not going to be able to bounce back from key injuries, especially the loss of a starting quarterback, the loss of your star wide receiver, the loss of your star middle linebacker, whatever the case is like that. Those positions are hard to fill and hard to replace. Me personally, I wish there was a whole lot less injuries this year. I'm a big person on mano a mano. We're going to play on the even playing ground and just see who the better man is. So I honestly wish the NFL would go to every team playing indoors.
Yes,
So
definitely.
There's
All should be playing in domes. I agrry.
Yeah, there's no wind,
weather
there's
should
no
never be a factor.
rain, there's no snow.
Man, we ain't no
there's
punks in
anything.
Philly.
It should not be a factor.
Nobody won't like playing in Philly because y'all feel so.
Lincoln Financial sucks.
Washington too.
What?
Looks good to
Hell
me.
yeah, FedEx is old. Sucks too.
We got nice grass, good grass, good clean
I
grass.
don't know what y'all talking about. They got brand new grass. They came in with the grass with the new regime. They brought grass with them. What are you talking about?
See, I got grass in my background. See that? That's grass.
Yeah,
We
fresh
got good
grass.
But
You got that Magic Johnson grass.
yeah, but that's really what all I wanted to put out there. Teams they're gonna lose now because of situations. It is what it is. It's part of football. But I just wish there was less injuries. So when teams are competing against each other, if you beat me, you beat me, and there's no excuse behind the loss.
Is the shortened
It is what it
preseason?
is.
Is the shortened preseason and preparation before the season start? Does that have something to do with the players not being able to endure some of these injuries and getting them out the way early? They're not playing at all.
Injuries are injuries. We got a lot of people like our quarterbacks don't even play preseason and still come out and get injured week 2.
That's what I mean. And so I'm thinking lack of repetition.
Body's not getting ready.
Yeah, it's lack of
everybody's
repetition.
not getting ready.
When they used to play 5 preseason games, we didn't always have as many injuries. I'm thinking back, and I'm thinking about Elway, Marino, Montana. How many games we feel like we saw seasons of them just out? You see what I'm saying? Like, and they was playing the preseason.
Yeah.
And it's like now, nobody's playing in the preseason. As soon as the season start, I got to hand me. Yeah, I got something. I twisted a high ankle sprain. I got something. As soon as the season starts. But when the preseason was longer and you had to go through it, it's like our guys that we looked up to, them cats they was playing the whole season.
Those guys too also were built different. You know what I'm saying? We played through injury. They won't let them play through injury now. If they get hurt, they out. We played through.
Especially if they go to the blue tent with a concussion.
They get a paper cut. They're gonna run into what's going on.
Think about it. Like these guys come in with us. Like I'm a first round pick, so I can sit out a game. You know, I can yeah. Come on, man. Like all these people hyping your head up, and you playing average because of your draft position. That don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
Or another thing that they trying to, like, they might be in contract year. They might be in certain things this way. They're trying to play the insurance game. They want to make sure that they get the bag. So they might want to go out and sit out for 5 games now and then come back and then play a little bit more just so they can stay healthy and not run their body down to the ground. so they can get, so it's a lot of,
Yeah, there's
components
of
to a lot of
factors,
it.
like politics and et cetera.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
it's a lot to
Nate
think about.
It starts early because we see college kids sit out bowl games if they
Mm.
think they going high in the draft. Them cats will sit out on their teammates like, dog, I know it's a bowl game, but I ain't trying to get hurt.
Right.
You like, we
Wow.
done played 9, 10 games. It's just one more game. You got a whole offseason. Nah, the draft in a few months. I ain't getting hurt. I ain't risking it. I'm good. I'm going to get drafted first round, second round. Y'all got it. And like we talked about, if it's a brotherhood, I couldn't imagine y'all trying to win a ring. I'm one of the best players. Like, I'm good because I'm trying to get the money. Forget about y'all memory of winning a championship with me. It's like, I'm going to sit out on y'all. And I'm the best player on the team. That's where the game is.
It's a thing. It can definitely be a bad hindrance. But we are at the end of our time here at Who Runs the NFC East. We like to thank our special guests as usual, Sham, homeboy Nate, and for the first time coming in, our brother Trill. Appreciate you, Bray. But like we said, thanks for watching us. We appreciate you. Keep it out first, and y'all hope y'all have a good night. We'll see y'all next week.
Happy election
Peace.
day.
Yes.
Take
Go
care.
Dallas
election day.
Mavericks.
Whatever
Happy
it's going
election
to
day.
be.
Go Dallas
Jesus
Mavericks.
Christ.
Good luck,
Jesus
America.
Christ.